Last night, we saw the culmination of the story of the last Cardinal Virtue. It took place here in Ilmeg, in front of the beautiful castle here at Eorzea. And knowing that there was a story here that was undoubtedly the best of the four, definitely made the Cardinal Virtue experience very worthwhile. And seeing everything that culminated here, because we knew that given that the other stories had concluded in Calusia and Raktika and Amarang, we knew that somehow this had to end in Ilmeg. And the way that it did was definitely something that had everyone who was watching wondering how something so dark could have happened in that storyline. But we know that we've helped that city to move on, the fairies to move on, and the people here at the castle to move on as well, knowing that we did that in the storyline. And so now, we've seen all the Cardinal Virtues. It's just a matter now of having ourselves get to the point where we could possibly see an additional storyline. So, with that in mind, greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Navarro Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. And yeah, it looks like I got this shot just in time as the sun is passing over this particular geological formation here. But yeah, last night we got to see the funnel of the Cardinal Virtues, and I think it was something I really wanted to cover for Shadowbringers, was to show off all four of the Cardinal Virtues. Earlier today I posted the first edited version of the stream from last week, where we saw the journey with the Healer's Cardinal Virtue, then we did the DPS Mage Cardinal Virtue on the Sunday, and then last night we did the Tanks version. And without doubt, all four of those stories were so different in so many ways. And I think we definitely saw a progression in terms of the developments of each of the story. I think we can safely say that Lou Reek's pursuit of Andrea was at the low end, and that we culminated with our final version with Granson going after the Kaiosine, which I'm still having a hard time saying, because that was a hard name to say when I first saw it. I was like, wow, that is a hard name to say. Nonetheless, it's now a matter of us not only waiting to see if there will be an extra content with the Cardinal Virtue storyline, but also on top of that, we are now just a few weeks away from the launch of the new patch. We are now just a few weeks away from the main story coming out for patch 5.1. I haven't had the chance to look at any of the details yet. The only detail that I'm currently aware of as far as what's being added is that each of the current housing districts is getting 3 more wards. So lots of opportunities for free companies that don't have a house yet to get one, because free companies are getting priority on those. So certainly a golden opportunity for those companies that don't have housing yet to get one, or for those who do have one looking to make an upgrade to do that too. So, in addition to what's been going on around the realm, we've also, of course, welcomed a few new members to our free company. We were able to welcome Scarred by Satan to our free company. He was someone who I actually welcomed in during a live stream while I was plugging around, and he just happened to be in the area. He was like, hey, can you welcome me into your FC? So we welcomed him in. We also welcomed Athena Blue Rose, which is the newest creation of our friend Angela, who you guys probably know also as Skyla. And we also brought in last night Holy Rain Ibarra as well to our free company. And we also had a couple of people change their names too, to Kanye Wheeze and Sonic Sprite. So as it stands now, we're back to 71, and we are very much, of course, going to be continuing to pursue looking for new free company members, and definitely with the new patch coming out, there'll be a lot more opportunity. I hoped for that to happen. As far as we know, Exodus is not going to have its status changed, so definitely lots of opportunities for us to still keep looking for new members, and hopefully we'll get them. Hopefully Exodus stays preferred for now, because it'll definitely, of course, help in our development and our growth. And if we end up getting turned into a standard world, like, we'll still be okay. But if we get turned into a congested world again, then obviously we'll be stuck for a while, and we'll have to make do with what we've got. But we'll do everything we can to ensure that the people who are playing here on Exodus enjoy themselves, because, like, we still have people who are coming in who really love it here, who are really enjoying themselves, and really enjoying talking to each other and to me. And that's really all I could ask for, is knowing that we're not only maintaining the social element, but we're also making it grow stronger as well. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how many more people we can get before the next patch comes, and what the fate of Exodus will be. And then, of course, 3 weeks from now, our free company will turn 4. We'll have made it to 4 full years as a free company. And so lots of celebrations will be taking place then, and I can't wait to start getting everything ready for that. But there is something that I do want to ask you guys. I don't know how many of my regular viewers watch these vlogs, but there is something I do need to ask. For those of you who know, the last few years I've been trying to do charity streams to support Children's Miracle Network through Extra Life. I've had ideas that I've been planning for months in advance in previous years, and I did what I needed to do to host those particular events, play the games that I wanted to. But this year, though, I'm having a bit of a mental block. I want to do something centered around Final Fantasy XIV, but I have no idea how I want to go about it. Primarily due to the fact that with patch 5.1 coming out, they're going to be offering New Game Plus to people, but since we don't yet know how that's since we don't yet know how that's going to be implemented, if you can go to Heaven's Ward or Realm Reborn, and then if you're stuck there and you have to go, and then you have to play the game all the way back from the beginning of wherever you chose your starting point as, or if you're allowed to go back to the certain point, play as far as you want, and then jump back to where you were before you went into New Game Plus. Like, we still don't know all the details, and it's because of that uncertainty that it's leaving me with a really big mental block on how I want to go about this. Do I want it to be a New Game Plus main quest storyline? Do I want to do a full run of the game like I did in the previous series of a Realm Reborn's 2.0 main story? Do I want to do it as a speedrun special, like try and do as many of the dungeons as quickly as I can with either myself or my free company members or a bunch of random strangers, or even do something that I would never think of doing and attempt to do the Savage challenges in a particular spot? It could be in Eden, it could be in Omega, it could be in Alexander or Bahamut. Either way, it's really driving me nuts that I want to do something for Extra Life to raise money for charity, but I really don't know how I want to go about it this year. This is the 5th time that I want to do Extra Life, and I've already raised a couple $100, but I still want to make sure that there's actually an event to happen when the official Extra Day, when the official Extra Life Day takes place next month. So if you know of anything that you could come up with to help me out to figure out how I could play Final Fantasy XIV to do Extra Life this year, please post in the comments or PM me during a stream or on Discord. Like, I really could use your guys' input and insight. It would really mean so much to help me come up with an idea of what to do. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character here on Exodus or are looking to create one on Exodus, and you're interested in joining our free company, we'd be more than happy to have you with us. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew and Overall Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.